All right, we are live here out at Port Edwards High School here, the final regular season action on a Thursday, February 2026 here in the CWC South Conference matchup here before the play begins for both squads here tonight's game show. Stevens Point best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tie-up complete auto repair services. Their locations on Church Street and Highway 10 and Highway 20. And on Schofield Avenue, your automotive needs, look to auto. You are good to go here. So last regular season game, as we mentioned here, every team 0-0 here. High school teams wrapping up play either tonight and or tomorrow night. Pacelli 11-12 overall on the season here. Perfect 11-0 in CWC conference. They wrapped up conference not all that long ago. Back over in Tri-County. Last time these teams played each other. Pacelli they were the 11-5 for back over, and Stevens back on the 15th of January here. So head coach here by John Shirk, and again they will host a regional Bancroft. That is going to be on Monday night, Tuesday night, March 3rd. My days. Trying to keep those all straight. Port Edwards, on the other hand, they will be at Fountain City for first round regionals next Tuesday at 7 o'clock start, as well as the postseason gets underway here. And again. Pause, bring it right back here with just a few moments here before we get underway here again in Port Edwards here. Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals and the Blackhawks here at Port Edwards back here in just a few moments here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back. We'll get our starting lineups. We'll get our national anthem again. Tonight's pregame brought to you in part from Stevens Point Auto Select. They are Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services. They have locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Check out Mr. Doug Niskoviak over there with the Auto Select here. Again, we'll get our national anthem here underway. Last regular season game here before regional playoff action starts. Pacelli has that number 4 seed. Again, as we mentioned, they'll be hosting Almond Bancroft, who has the number 13 seed on Tuesday night. And then Port Edwards, they have the 14 seed. They will be on the road over at Cochrane Fountain City. Tuesday night game as well. So and then of course from there, so much depends on the outcome of all those games, but all teams begin their quest for the playoffs postseason starting next week. We'll take a brief pause, get our national anthem and our starting lineups here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
And your Port Edwards Blackhawks. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are back. National anthem. Let's get our starting lineups here tonight. A senior celebration night here for Port Edwards.
We honor 4 young men who have represented Port Edwards with pride, dedication, and heart. Joining our program this season and making an immediate impact, please show your appreciation for Nathan Moreno and Ethan Borner. Through their time in our program has been short, their contributions have meant a great deal to this team. We also want to give a very special recognition to 2 athletes who have given 4 years of commitment and dedication to Port Edwards basketball. From their freshman year to tonight, they have been the backbone of this program. Please join us in honoring Bryce Hansen and Sam Martinson.
Bryce Hansen, number 2 there, the senior captain, and then Sam Martinson, one of the other senior co-captains here, number 24.
Leadership and hard work over the past 4 years embody what it means to be a Port Edwards Blackhawk. To all 4 of our seniors, thank you for everything you have given to this program, to your teammates, and to this community. We wish you nothing but the best and bright futures ahead of you. Now, let's give our seniors one more round of applause as we get ready for tonight's game. Go for it.
So a little tribute here to the seniors here at Port Edwards.
Edwards School District encourages and promotes good sportsmanship in all of its athletic events. Please help make this a positive event for everyone by respecting players, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans. And now the starting lineup for the 2 teams. First, for the visiting Cardinals. Number 4, Jaden Garski.
Jaden Garski, number 4 here.
Number 10, Sullivan Schober.
Sully Schober gets the start here, number 10.
Jacob Williams.
Jacob Williams, number 12.
Number 24, Bryce Flaker.
Bryce Flaker, number 24.
Crew Red Holtz. The Cardinals are coached by John Scherr.
Jacob Williams, Crew Rebholes.
And now the starting lineup for your Port Edwards Blackhawks. Number 2, Bryce Hansen.
Bryce Hansen, number 2, gets the started. Vinny Striegel.
Number 24, Sam Martinson.
Sam Martinson, number 24.
Number 30,
Aiden Domke.
And number 40, Ethan Borner.
And Ethan Borner getting the start here for Port Edwards, head coach by Justin Beck. And again, that's Hansen, Striegel, Martinson, Domke, Borner. The starting 5 here again, final regular season action here for both squads. And then, as we mentioned here tonight in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, then all teams start back to square one, 0-0, as the postseason journey starts next Tuesday. So for the Cardinals, you've got Schober, Williams, Flaker, Garski, and Rebhole. So the Cardinals into the front court. Flaker 3-ball, that one misses, tipped over to Garski, bounces it down into Flaker, kick out. Rebholes 3, that one misses a little short, rebound pulled down there by Domke for Port Edwards, as he averages about 5 rebounds a game here for the Blackhawks. Martinson swings it back over to Domke. Domke back up to Hansen, one of the 2 co-captains on this Port Edwards squad here. Bounces it back up to Ethan Borner, number 40 there, then gets it back into Hansen. Hansen goes up with it, takes it up. That one no good. Flaker comes out of there with a rebound. In transition here to Williams. Williams going and unable to get that one to go. And we will get a foul on the floor here. It's going to be the first foul of the evening here. And then we'll send Aiden Domke to the line. First one is good. That's the Serve Pro free throw line. You can call Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never ever happened. So Domke second on the way. That foul again was on Garski, and good for Domke. 2 of 2 there in that sequence. Swings it back over to Williams, gets it into Rebholz. Rebholz going up with it. Leave that one a little short. And Port Edwards comes out of there with a rebound. Borner, the give down the baseline. Striegel there. Striegel, one of the scoring leaders here, averages about 13.2 points per game. Both him and Domke combined average nearly 28 points a contest. The Blackhawks will go to their bench there. That's Isaac Domke. And as I'm told pregame here, the twin brother of Aiden Domke. So Borner will check out. Isaac Domke into the game now. Minute 28 gone by here in this opening half. Left side swings it back over to Aiden Domke. Domke working on Williams. Little step back jumper. That one misses. And rebound tap there from Williams over to Flaker. Flaker now into the front court. Swings it right over to Williams. Williams gets it back over to Schober. Schober getting the start here tonight. Back up to Garski. Garski works it over to Williams. Left side here. A little spin in the lane. And Jacob Williams doing what Jacob Williams does. And Jacob buckets. Williams, again, about 13 points a game to lead this Pacelli offense here. So gets it back over. Jumper, that one no good. Schober will come out of there with a rebound. Garski gets it over to Flaker. Flaker back over to Schober. Schober, 3-ball. That one's going to miss short. And they'll let that one go out of bounds here, so it'll go back to Port Edwards. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Port Tessie Pizza. So, Pacelli, a little moderate backcourt pressure there. And Aiden Domke back over to Hansen. Hansen swings it back, left side over to Isaac Domke, back into Striegel. 3-ball on the way. That one no good, but rebound pulled down there by Isaac Domke. Isaac, the junior, number 4 there. And Aiden, also a junior here as well. He'll go in right with it. Little step back jumper on the way. That one misses. A little long boarded by Schober. So Schober gets it out into Williams. Into the front court here for Pacelli. Swings it to Garski. Garski bounces it down into Schober, cutting through the lane. And that one poked out of there, and Hansen came out of there with it. Gives it back to Aiden Domke, left side here. Domke takes it in. Back out to Striegel. Striegel looking for Martinson. Back to Aiden Domke. Swings it back into Hansen. So nearly 4 minutes gone by, just 2-2 here in our regular season finale in a CWC South Conference matchup at that. Looking for Martinson back up top, back over to Hansen. Pacelli defense locking in pretty well defensively. Really both squads here early goings as we're nearly 4.5 minutes gone by here and just 2-2. Bounces it down low, and Hansen goes up with it. Flaker got the partial block there. Hansen goes back, and a good take there for Price Hansen. He averages about 3 points a game here for Port Edwards. Williams back to Schober. Schober goes into his right. Kick out to Garski. 3-ball on the way. That one. And Flaker tips it there. Port Edwards back out in front with it. Right side is Aiden Domke working on Williams. Williams, I mentioned here the junior or the Cardinals. Aiden near right side here. Back over to Striegel, and that one's going to miss. And Williams will track the rebound down here for Pacelli. Gives it over to Schober. Left side here, defended by Martinson there. Back to Williams, back over to Garski, back to Williams. Garski, nice little little floater, and that is good for Jaden Garski. So Garski, another one of those guys that can put some points on the board, averages nearly 6 a game for the Cardinals. 5.5 minutes gone by here. That's Aiden Domke there, defended by Schober, picked up then by Garski. Over to so all tied up here at 4 apiece. Domke trying to get something. Striegel looking back for Martinson, swings it back. You know, a pretty nice crowd out here out in Port Edwards. Domke, the take inside, he'll go up with it, and he'll score it. So Aiden Domke now with 4 in the game. Couple of free throws in that take here at 11:40 mark here of half number 1. Port Edwards back out front here by a pair. Back over to Williams, little step back 3 on the way, and Jacob Williams nails the triple here. Pacelli back out front here by a score of 7-6. Aiden Domke, screen there by Martinson, the high ball screen by Sam. Sam, one of those 2 captains on this squad, as they gave a tribute to their all of their seniors here tonight. Schober goes up with it, and Sully Schober on the board now. So Pacelli with a 9-6 lead here. 7 minutes gone by here already. Aiden Domke 3-ball, that one no good. Rebels with a rebound. Williams long swing pass over to Schober 3. That one rattles in and out. Rebounded by Isaac Domke. So Aiden Domke will bring it across the timeline here as Port Edwards looking to run some offense here. As Harry Vogel and Nolan Reimer both set to check back in here for Pacelli. Aiden Domke swings it back over to Martinson, back right side here to Price Hansen. Striegel working right side, Flaker defending there with Striegel. And a timeout going to be called there by head coach Justin Beck. We'll take a brief pause here at the 10:01 mark. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you tonight in part by the Haw Favor Real Estate Group.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
All right, we are back here. I want to give thanks tonight to the Simplicity Credit Union. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Again, that is Simplicity Credit Union here. So 10:01 here to go, half number 1. As Craig Terpstra, one of the officials here. Of course, Craig, the longtime head baseball coach over at Stevens Point Area Senior High, a teacher and an official, does a little bit of everything, does Craig. Good guy. And as well here. So swings it over to Martinson, back left side, back up to Domke. Domke looking to reset it here as Port Edwards, Colin O'Connor into the game, number 10 there, the sophomore. So Williams comes out of there with looking for Vogel. Vogel back over to Garski, swings it back over to Williams. Williams back out to Nolan Reimer. Williams, a nice little take inside. That one no good. Rebounded there by Vinny Striegel. Striegel leads the squad again in rebounding here at 5 rebounds per game. 13.2 points per contest. O'Connor back over to Striegel. Striegel going in right with it, bounces it back over to Isaac Domke, back left side by Aiden Domke. Domke looks to go in left, defended there by Williams, cut off by Vogel. O'Connor right side here. Try to get in left here. That one's stolen away from Williams. Williams gonna go up with it, and Jacob Williams with the steal and the bucket on the other end here. So Williams now with 7 in the game. 11-6 our score on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here out at Kastner Gymnasium here in Port Edwards. O'Connor gets it back over to Isaac Domke, back to Aiden, back to Martinson. Martinson working right. And then we're going to be turned over back to the Cardinals we go, and Max Nelson will check in for the Cardinals. Price Hansen in for Port Edwards. Want to give thanks tonight to the Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, and only on Stanley Street over in Stevens Point. So Reimer back up to Williams. We are under 8 minutes to go here in this first half of action. Final regular season game here. Flaker, a little step back three corner. That one's going to be left a little short, rebounded by Isaac Domke. So 11-9 our score here. Reimer goes up with it. That one partially blocked. It will stay here. Aiden Domke, number 30, back into the game. He'll replace Vinny Striegel. Back up to Nelson. Nelson gets it back into Williams here. Surveying it here for the Cardinals. They cling into that 2-point lead. Tries to get it down into Reimer. That one going to be skipped away and turned over here. Want to give thanks here tonight to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 and get 1 free tire sale is now on at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. That's buy 3 tires and get 1 free. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Again, that is Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Port Edwards a chance to tie things up, possibly take the lead here on this possession here. Under 7 minutes gone remaining here. In half number 1, bounces it back to Martinson, back over to Domke. Domke defended there by Reimer, and Reimer going to be called for the blocking foul here. It's going to be his first. Team foul number 2. So Martinson will inbound it here for Port Edwards. Bounces it down low, cut off there by Williams. Little turnaround jumper, that one no good. Flaker with a rebound. Gets it over to Nelson. Nelson down into Flaker, swings it back to Nelson. 3-ball on the way. That one no good, but Pacelli will come out of there with a rebound. Vogel goes up with it in a strong take, and he will draw the foul here, the first team foul here tonight for Port Edwards. As Crew Rebhole set to check back in here now for Stevens Point. Pacelli. Martinson called for that one, his first. Vogel's first on the way. That one no good. As Crew will check in now for Bryce Flaker. Vogel's second on the way. That one no good as well. And Rebholz there with the rebound, but Martinson, and that one is going to stay here with the Cardinals. So good hustle there by Pacelli to keep things down here. Nelson inbound it here for Pacelli. Gets it back to Rebholz, bounces it into Williams. Williams, far side, swings it cross court over to Reimer. Reimer back over to Nelson. Nelson over to Williams there, and Reimer Nelson bounces it back into Rebholz. Rebholz kicks it back over to Max. Max over to Crew there, back to Williams. A three ball on the way. That one's going to miss short. And Harry Vogel with a big rebound there, gets it over to Reimer. Rebholz trying to work down low. That one, turn around, that one no good. And Vogel gets another rebound there. So a couple rebounds in just a short period of time. That one partially blocked. Williams three ball on the way, and Jacob Williams nails his second triple of the night. 10 points here tonight to lead all scores. Aiden Domke goes in left with it. Swings it over to Martinson, back into Hansen, back over to Domke. Domke, a little crossover there. That one stolen away. Back into Reimer, and Reimer there in transition. Pacelli now with their largest lead here at 15-9. And a nice take in there, and that's Colin O'Connor, the sophomore. Back to a 4-point game here now. 15-11 showing on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. That one going to be turned over. Salt on the roads, wreaking havoc on your vehicle. Will stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Not only does salt make your car look nasty, it can cause damage to your vehicle. Keep it clean with the help of the Tommy Club membership. That's unlimited washes for one monthly price. Weston, Wausau, Plover, and Stevens Point. Download the app today for 1 month free. Free vacuums, free automatic mat washers, all in less than 2 minutes, and all at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Three ball, that one no good. And Fort Edwards back out with it. That's Domke. Domke going left. Vogel closing out on him. Domke goes up with it. He'll draw the two-shot foul, and he'll go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Will Aiden Domke. That foul going to go against Vogel, his first team foul, number 3 now here for Pacelli. As Aiden Domke, second trip to the Serve Pro free throw line. First done is up, and that one in and out. So Jaden Garski will check in now for Jake Williams. That one is good, so Aiden Domke, a 3 of 4 here from the charity stripe. 5 points in the game. Under 4 minutes here in the half. Shelley with that 3-point lead here. Back into Nelson. Nelson swings it back over to Garski. So head coach John Shirk going to have Bryce Flaker checking back in here in just a few moments here. Looking to try to swing that over cross court over to Nelson, poked out of there. It will stay here with the Cardinals. And Bryce Hansen will check back in here for Port Edwards in place of Colin O'Connor. Garski back over to Reimer. Reimer swings it over to Flaker. Back up top to Rebholz, working left. And motion offense, and Rebholz will go up with it. And he will draw the foul here, Will Crew. And I think they're going to get Martinson. That's going to be his second personal foul here now. second team foul. Rebholz, first of 2 on the way. That one is no good. He'll get a second. And that one is good for Crew. So 1 of 2 there for the sophomore there in Crew Rebholz. So Pacelli back up 4 now. Back into the front court to Vinny Striegel. Domke working right side, working there on Garski. Gets it down into Isaac Domke. That one, that will stay here. Sully Schober checks in for Max Nelson at the 2:46 mark here in this opening half of play. Back over to Martinson, back. Hansen looking for Sam down baseline there. That one back over to Hansen. He'll take it inside, and we'll have a foul called here on the floor. And that's going to go against Garski. That's going to be his second personal foul here now. And that will be the 4th team foul here for Pacelli, as Colin O'Connor checks back in here for Isaac Domke. Martinson looking up to Aiden Domke. 2.5 here to go in this half here. Not a terribly high scoring game, but a four-point lead here held by the Cardinals. Gets it over to Reimer, left side, gets it back to Garski. Garski, 3-ball, boarded by Domke. Aiden will take it into the front court here. Screen set there by Martinson up top. Rebholz defending on Domke, swings it back left side into Striegel. And a nice take there by Aiden Domke. So Aiden Domke back to a 2-point game here as Reimer sends it back over to Schober. That one nearly turned over, but Sully able to corral that one in. Garski swings it over to Flaker. Flaker, 3-ball on the way. That one misses a little long. Aiden Domke with the board. So Port Edwards now the chance to take the lead, or at least possibly tie things up here on this possession here as we enter these final 60 seconds of half number 1. Back over to Hansen, bounces it down. Back over to O'Connor. Martinson looking down low, down in the post there. Back up to Domke here. You have to think Port Edwards probably playing for either a really high percentage shot or potentially the last shot before they go into the locker room. 3-ball, that one no good. And Nolan Reimer with a rebound. Garski back to Reimer. Reimer thought about it there momentarily. He'll swing it over to Rebholz. Crew, one of those guys that has the ability to get hot from the 3-point arc. That one, Schober, 3-ball no good. Aiden Domke with another rebound. In under 14 seconds to go here, half number 1. A chance to possibly tie things up or take the lead heading into the locker room. And a foul on the floor going to be called. I think that's going to go against Crew Rebholz, I believe. And it does. It'll be his first, and it'll be the 5th team foul now here as Jacob Williams back into the game for Nolan Reimer. Martinson to inbound it here, 6.1 showing on our Nason-Ville Dairy scoreboard. Pacelli comes out of there with a Flaker, 3-ball on the way. That one no good, and at the half, our halftime score here, Pacelli 16 and Port Edwards 14. We'll take a brief pause. We'll bring it back here in just a few moments. We are at the half here again. Pacelli out front here, 16-14. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends over at the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing.
Your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back here at the half. Stevens Point Pacelli out front here, 16-14. We'll go through our first half scoring here. We'll start here with Port Edwards. Aiden Tomke leading the way here with 7 points in the first half for Port Edwards. And then you get 3 points here from Vinny Striegel, 2 points for Colin O'Connor, and then 2 points for Price Hansen, the 14 team points here for the Port Edwards Blackhawks. We'll switch it over to the Cardinals here. They get 9 first half points for Jake Williams. 2 points tonight in the first half for both Jaden Garski, Sully Schober, and Nolan Reimer, and then 1 point here for sophomore Crew Rebels. The 16 first half points here with a 2-point lead. And in terms of fouls, nobody necessarily really in foul trouble. Jaden on Friday, so the regional would be Tuesday, then you go Friday and then Saturday, so 3 games in that regional. Pacelli girls, on the other hand, they will be in action tomorrow night. They'll be hosting the Panthers of Pittsville in a regional game. Of course, with Pacelli able to come out of there victorious, they would then be back home on Saturday with an opponent to be determined here. Again, about 3 minutes or so to go here in this halftime here out at the Kastner Gymnasium over here in Port Edwards. We'll take a brief pause. We'll bring it right back here. We'll get our second half here in just a few moments. Again, you are listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Buy 3 and get 1 free is back at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $100 back on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card through February 27 at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
All right, we are back here. Second half coming up here in just a few moments. We went through our first half scoring here. Again, a relatively low scoring first half here, but that's okay. In the last regular season game here of this 2025-2026 campaign before the postseason gets underway. The Cardinals will start things off here with, again, that 2-point advantage here. Williams back into Garski, so same starting 5 here for Pacelli. Williams works it over to Garski, defended there by Hansen. Back over to Schober. Gets it back into Williams, give to Schober. Schober looking to try to get baseline, cut off there nicely by Sam Martinson. Jaden Garski, 3-ball corner, that one no good. And Vinny Striegel with the rebound. Had that big triple back in the first half. So Martinson looking for Hansen, back over to Martinson. Sam working from his left to right, swings it out, 3-ball, that one no good, and Schober comes out of there with a rebound up to Rebholz now as he gets it into the front court here right side, swings it over to Schober, back to Williams. Williams skips it over to Garski, that one no good. Back over to Domke. Aiden Domke there, left side, working from his right to left. Bounces it down over back to Domke. Domke thought about it momentarily there, but Williams converging there defensively. Martinson set the screen up high there for Domke. Over to Hansen. Hansen, nice little hesitation, gets in there. That one no good, and Flaker will come out of there with the rebound here for the Cardinals. Garski back over to Schober. Schober back into Williams. Williams, jumper on the way. That one's going to miss short, and it will go back to Port Edwards. Want to give thanks here tonight to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last, saving our community. Unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality that you can trust. That is only at Infinity Exteriors, and that one turned over just before the timeline there. So now for Crew, so back up to a 4-point advantage here for the Cardinals. Pacelli a little bit intermediate pressure there in the backcourt, bounces it into Martinson, back into the front court, back over to Striegel there, looking down low, and a nice pass there by the cutting Price Hansen. He's got 4 now in the game. So the largest lead has been, I believe, at least by my math, just the 6 points here in this relatively low-scoring contest here. Lakers swings it over to Schober, 3-ball on the way. That one rattles in and out. And Aiden Domke with another rebound here. So he's got carrying a half dozen rebounds or so here tonight for Port Edwards. Domke Domke 3-ball, that one going to be left a little long. Crew Rebholz rebounds it now for Pacelli. Over to Garski, looking for Williams, back to Schober. Schober working, going in right with it, swings it back over to Flaker. Little pull-up jumper for Williams. That one left short, gets his own rebound though. And Pacelli able to reset things here now. Garski back to Williams. Rebholz calling for it down low. He has that slight height mismatch there. Schober, a little pull-up jumper. That one no good. Martinson with a long rebound here for Port Edwards as Aiden Domke kicks it back in the corner 3. That one no good. Schober able to track that one down. Schober, a little spin move. That one turned back over to Port Edward. So 4.5 minutes gone by here in this second half here. Pacelli just a 2-point lead clinging to. Again, these two teams met about a month and a half or so ago. Pacelli won that one 45-34 back on January 15th over in Stevens Point at Pacelli there. Domke cut off there, swings it back over to Martinson. Martinson, Aiden Domke back over to Striegel. Striegel points out a premium. Martinson taking it in. That one no good. And Schober going to come out of there with a rebound. So points out a little bit of a premium here as head coach John Shirk will call the timeout. We'll bring things right back. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by the Hofffavor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Garski into the front court, bounces it into Williams. Williams back over to Garski. In the corner down into Flaker, tries to get it into Rebholz there. Reimer somehow able to come out of there with it. Rebholz, three ball on the way. That one misses short. And Garski showing off that cross-country speed down low. Gets it into Rebholz. And Crew Rebholz to finish things off. 5 in the game now for Crew. The Cardinals back now with a 4-point lead here, 20-16. O'Connor gets it over to Domke. Three ball, and that one is good for Aiden Domke. 10 points in the game now for Aiden. He's the team leader in points at 13.6 a game. Back over to Garski. That one no good, and rebounded. Another rebound there by Aiden Domke. Domke working right to left there, hands it off to O'Connor, back up to Domke. The ball on the way, that one no good, and Rebholz there with the board. Into the front court by Williams, give to Rebholz. Rebholz, little floater in the lane, that one misses short. Flaker will track down the rebound, swings it over to Reimer, back to Williams. Back up to Williams now. Pacelli with that 1-point lead here with just under 11 minutes here to go in this one. Gets it down into Crew Rebholz, and Rebholz there. He's got 7 in the game now. 6 of those 7 coming here in about the last 4.5 minutes or so. Port Edwards able to break that Pacelli press there. Back over to Domke. Domke working. Martinson setting the screen up high, gets it over to Martinson, back to Striegel, into O'Connor now. Domke three ball, that one in and out. Reimer with a rebound. Garski back over to Williams, back to Garski, bounces it down into Reimer. Reimer looking for Flaker, 3-ball. That one's gonna miss short. And Reimer kicks it back to Williams. Williams, 3-ball. That's gonna fall short, and that's gonna go back to Port Edwards here. So Price Hansen will check out, and Isaac Domke will check back in now for Port Edwards. 9:46 here to go. Pacelli with that 22-19 advantage here. What many would call kind of that final regular season tune-up really for both squads here before they embark upon the postseason journeys. Going up for it, going to draw the 2-shot foul. Well, he'll earn a trip to the Serve Pro free throw line. Will Domke. Going to get Williams on that. It's going to be his first team foul number 1 here of the second half. Aiden Domke with 10 in the game now. First one is up, and it is good. 4 of 5 here from the free throw line here tonight for Aiden. He try to make it a 1-point lead, and he does just that. So 5 of 6 now from that Serve Pro free throw line. So a 1-point game now. Reimer looking for Rebholz down low, ran out of a little real estate there, but Pacelli able to keep things going here, and that one turned back over to Port Edwards. As O'Connor and head coach Justin Beck will call the timeout here. We'll take a brief pause as well. At the 9:03 mark here, again, you're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, we are back here, 9:03 showing here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Pacelli's lead got to as large as 6, but it's been kind of a back and forth game here. Gets it back into O'Connor. Max Nelson in the game now here for Pacelli. Good defense there by Max. And swings it over to Nelson. Nelson trying to get it down into the cutting Jaden Garski. That one turned over. O'Connor looking to go up with it, and Max Nelson there defensively. So it will stay here with Port Edwards. Domke working from his right to left. That one turned over. Nelson with a nose for the basketball here. Gets it over to Garski, swings it to Williams. Williams goes in right with it. He's going to leave that one a little short, and be a jump ball, and the possession arrow pointing there to Port Edwards. So as Price Hansen checks back in here for Port Edwards in place of Aiden Domke. That 8:14 mark here, again 22-21 your score on our, beg your pardon, on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Back up to Hansen now. Port Edwards trailing by 1, looking to try to regain the lead here. Looking down low, and that one poked out of there. Garski comes out of there with a 3-on-1, bounces it to Nelson. Nelson back to Rebholz, but a foul going to be the call on the floor. will go against Hansen. That'll be his first, as Harry Vogel will check in now for Crew Rebholz. Nelson inbounded here for Pacelli. Bryce Flaker checks in here for Nolan Reimer. Nelson back up top to Garski. Looking for Vogel there, swings it over to Nelson. Nelson, 3-ball on the way. That one is good for Maximus Nelson. Doesn't necessarily take a ton of shots, but that one, a good shot there, and that one is 3 points in the game here, and back to a 4-point game. Williams back in transition, and Jacob Williams now with 11 in the game, and Pacelli back now with a 6-point advantage, tying their largest lead here of this game. As Domke gets it across into the front court, defended high there by both Williams and Nelson. Back down low, that one nearly turned over, and it's going to stay here with Port Edwards. Home Furniture, fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Clover. Under 7 minutes here to go in this one. Shelley with that little run now to get back up 6 here. That one 3-ball, that one misses long. Flaker comes out of there with the rebound. Nelson hit that 3 from that spot just about a minute and a half or so ago. Williams 3-ball on the way, and Jacob Williams nails the triple and a timeout on the floor here. 30-21, largest lead now of the game here for the Cardinals. We'll bring it right back here in just a few moments. Again, listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
And we are back. There's a live look in there from the Stevens Point Brewery, the brewery with all of their great beverages. Nice tap house there, and established back in 1857. Stevens Point Brewery there, one of our many game day sponsors, guys like Joe Martino, Jim Wickman from that Stevens Point Brewery, and of course Julie Berencott as well, along with so many others here. 6:30 here to go in this one. Pacelli back now with their largest lead here at 30-21 as we enter into the final 6 minutes and 25 seconds here this one. Martinson gets it back into O'Connor. O'Connor back into Domke there, left side working from his right to left. Defended there by Nelson. Nelson and that one going to be turned over there. So back to the Cardinals we go. Hey, we want to give thanks tonight to Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Bryce Flaker, 3-ball on the way. That one's going to miss short. Flaker will battle for the board there, and a foul on the floor going to be the call. As I think they're going to get Domke there. His first personal foul here. Team foul number 2. In the backcourt, back over to Nelson. Nelson back left side here over to Flaker. And Pacelli certainly not necessarily needing to be in any kind of hurry now as they built up that 9-point lead here. Again, points have been somewhat of a premium really for both teams here tonight. Garski 3-ball corner, that one's going to miss long. Nelson there with the rebound. Max does so many of those things. I know we say it a lot during a lot of our different broadcasts, but always seems to have a nose for the basketball, whether it's defensively or rebounding or inducing turnovers here for the Cardinals, and that certainly is one of those intangibles. And Domke with a pull-up jumper. That one is good. So Aiden Domke, I beg your pardon, 14 in the game. Back to a 7-point lead. Garski gets it out to Williams. Williams 3-ball, that one, no good. And Hansen with a rebound. Back into Striegel, back into the front court, right side here. Little crossover, looking to try to get baseline. Bounced off, going to stay here with Port Edwards. Isaac Domke in now for Port Edwards. Crew Rebholes in for Stevens Point. Pacelli. As Vogel will check out for the Cardinals. Hansen for the Port Edwards. And we'll get a timeout on the floor here. Looks maybe a injured player. Let's take a brief pause. We'll bring things right back. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll bring it back in just one moment.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped.
All right, we are back here for 22 and counting here. Pacelli with that 7-point lead in the game. O'Connor swings it back over to Domke. Domke back up to O'Connor. O'Connor goes in with it and going to draw the foul as he goes in for it on the floor. The call here. And that's going to go against Nelson, his first personal. Pacelli's second team foul here in the second half. As Martinson will inbound it here for Port Edwards, looking for Striegel there. And Striegel, and it's going to go back to the Cardinals here. I'm going to give thanks tonight also to Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this winter. You can call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. So Rebholes, he'll draw the foul. I think they're going to get Sam on that one, Sam Martinson. And that will be his third personal foul here tonight. The third team foul in this second half as we are under 4 minutes now to go in this one. Holes going in with it, kicks it out to Flaker, back up top to Williams. Williams back into Rebholes, 3-ball on the way. That one's going to fall short, and it is going to stay here with the Cardinals here. That one, Sully Schober back into the game now here for Pacelli as he'll relieve Max Nelson, and Bryce Hansen in place of Griffin Trannell. Back up top to Williams. He's defended there on Domke, the reach-in foul there by Aiden. It's going to be his second personal. Now the 4 team fouls here for Port Edwards. And that one nearly dribbled away, but Pacelli, Williams able to wrangle that one in here. Schober trying to get baseline, gets it back to Flaker. Flaker goes in with it, little floater on the way. That one no good. Flaker battling for the board. Gets it over to Schober. Schober, a little pull-up jumper in the lane. That one is good for Sully Schober. He's got 4 now in the game. So it's now a 9-point lead here with 3 minutes to go in this one. And Garski with the steal, and he will draw the foul there. That's going to go against, I think, Sam again on that one, I believe. That'll be his fourth. That's team foul number 5 now here with just under 3 minutes. And again, Pacelli, no real hurry at this point with that 9-point lead. Points, as we mentioned a couple times, coming as a bit of a premium really for both teams here. So clock will be the biggest variable at this juncture. Garski back up to Williams. Gets it down into Flaker down low, and Bryce Flaker doing some work. His first 2 in the game now for Bryce, and a timeout here called by Port Edwards. We'll take a brief pause, bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back here, 2:21 showing on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here tonight. Pacelli with their largest lead here, 11-34-23. Domke gets it across the timeline into O'Connor, back over to Striegel. Striegel, little jumper, that one no good. And back to the Cardinals we go here. So gets it over to Williams. The cutting Flaker goes in with it, and he's going to draw the foul, the 2-shot foul. Bryce Flaker, he'll go to the line. They're going to get Striegel on that one, so Flaker to shoot a pair. First one is up and is good for Bryce. 3 points now tonight for Bryce. Second one on the way, and that one is good as well, so Bryce now with 4 in the game. 36-23 our score here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Pacelli back with it. Flaker looking for Garski. And an offensive foul going to be the call. I think they're going to get it's going to go against Bryce here. So his first personal team foul, number 3 now for the Cardinals. Gets it down into Martinson, back. Turn around, nice little jumper. That one left a little short. Garski comes out of there with a rebound. That was Price Hansen. Back into Williams. Williams over to Schober again. Pacelli, you have to think, will probably be looking to try to chew up as much clock as possible here with that 13-point lead here. And the foul, that's going to be the 7th foul, so the single bonus that'll be Striegel's second, the 1 plus the 1 here for Bryce. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 5 points now for Bryce. Lakers' second one, that one rattles out. But Pacelli will keep it right here. Williams back up to Rebholz. We enter this final 62 seconds or so, and a foul up top there on Hansen that will stop the clock. And number 40 there, senior Ethan Borner, back into the game now. He'll replace Colin O'Connor. So Flaker to shoot the 1-and-1. And that one, no good. So Port Edwards now under a minute to go here. Domke goes in with it. Nice little take. He will draw the 2-shot foul. As both Griffin Tranel and Rowan Schmilzer will check in here for Port Edwards. Domke's first of 2. That one is good. Six of 7 here tonight for Aiden from the free throw line. That's Sam Martinson and Price Hansen, the 2 senior co-captains. Their last regular season game here out in Port Edwards. So that one is good. It's a 37-25 game here now, you have to think. Shelley will just look to run the clock down here. And over the back call here, so Colin O'Connor will check back in here for Port Edwards. In place of Aiden Domke. He exits with 15 tonight for Aiden. Tranel goes in with it, gets it back over to O'Connor, into Borner. And that one going to be Jackson Hazy into the game now here for Port Edwards with 20.7 showing. He'll check in there for Ethan Borner, the senior. Playing in his last regular season home game here in Port Edwards. And a timeout going to be the call. I think we'll take. I think we'll keep it right here actually with just that 20.7 here to go on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here tonight. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show a few moments at the conclusion of this this one here tonight. Again, Port Edwards. The last regular season game here tonight as we get a new group of Cardinals here, and that's Sam Westrick along with Dominic Sackman. You've got Jacob Meyer into the game, Avon Bembenek. And Bembenek in for it, so even Bembenek with a bucket there. So 39-25 our score here. And that one may have been poked out of there. Bembenek will take the three-quarter shot. That one no good. And a 39-25 final out here out in Port Edwards. Stevens Point with that 39-25 victory. We'll get our Nasonville Dairy post-game show here tonight. Hopefully get a few words here with head coach John Shirk and a player or two. Again, our Nasonville Dairy. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds. Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll bring it back here in just a few moments. You've been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by the Hofffavor Real Estate Group.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, We ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust. It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back out here in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show here with head coach John Shirk. You wrap up the regular season. You come out of here with a victory. Points kind of at a premium, I would say, really, for both squads. I guess talk just a little bit about tonight's contest here.
Well, obviously Port did a good job of trying to slow the game down, right? I didn't like our energy looking in warm-ups. I made a comment to our staff saying we're too relaxed. And we always try to really preach the warm-ups need to be high-paced, they need to be intense. And I didn't say that today, and I don't know why I need to say it, right? But no, so we kind of noticed it starting out, and we didn't shoot the ball well. You know, we struggled. This team needs to shoot the ball well to have a lot of success offensively, and we just weren't there tonight. But I give a lot of credit for Port. I thought they grinded it out pretty good. They hit big shots when they needed to, and we're going to enjoy the victory. We're going to enjoy being undefeated in conference. Told the boys to enjoy it. We just need to make sure that we know moving forward it's going to get tougher, for the playoffs.
Yeah, and after tonight, really everybody starts back to ground zero. Everybody goes back to 0-0. It's win or go home. Coach, you'll be hosting Ullman Bancroft. You guys have the 4 seed, Ullman Bancroft, the 13 seed on Tuesday night at 7. Little bit about that matchup, Coach.
Well, obviously it's a big rival, right? Big conference rival. I've been battling through the years. And so I don't think that's going to go unnoticed, especially in the playoffs. So those games are probably going to be fun to be a part of and also to watch, just because of that history between the two schools. So that usually takes a playoff game to a next level. With that, I think we have the horses to do it. I think we have the right pieces to get it done. But we just got to play a little better than we did tonight.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Coach, just kind of getting that energy. You guys certainly, we've seen it throughout the course of this year. When you guys get into that gear, you can really be in a pretty high gear. Anything else before we get into this final? Hard to believe this is the last regular season game here.
I know, but you notice when we started to pull away a little bit, you notice the energy pick up, right? And that's what we were lacking in there. So just a little reminder tomorrow in practice. We need a little more consistency in practice and a little more energy from the start as it starts in the warm-ups. So, yeah, no, we're excited to hit the playoffs. We're excited, for the season. We've had a lot of fun with these kids, and who knows? We got a couple of games that we need to win to kind of get back to where we were last year and see what we can do. So,
absolutely. Anybody from your squad that we want to get in the house? Or are we just gonna?
Jake's right behind you.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Williams.
Jake Williams. Yeah, there he is. Okay. All right, John. Well, we got to give you the fist bump, young man. All right, hey, Junior Jake Williams, you are going to be our in-the-house Zaleski Sports. First of all, Jake, final regular season game. The season starts over. It's a brand new season starting on Tuesday. Thoughts about that?
It's playoffs. Just got to play intense. We didn't really play intense today, I'm going to be honest, but I think we'll bring it.
You guys are going to bring it on Tuesday. Okay, that's because again, it's win or go home. You guys certainly have, as Coach said, you have the horses to really make a run here. Jake, anything more as we get into this final stretch of ball here with these playoffs coming up?
I think we're going to surprise some people. I think people will overlook us. I think we'll make it pretty far.
I like it. Well, I like the confidence, Jake. You know the drill. I won't bore you with I know you know the drill here. So we'll go 3, 2, and 1.
I'm Jake Williams, and I'm in the house.
Jake, fist bump, young man, nice job. That's our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player, and Jake Williams here tonight. He leads the way in scoring here tonight for the Cardinals, finishing with 14 points. Let's run through our scoring here tonight. We'll start here with Port Edwards. They get the 25 team points here tonight. 16 of those coming from Aiden Domke. And then you get 4 points tonight for Price Hansen. 3 points tonight for junior Vinny Striegel. And then 2 points tonight for Colin O'Connor. The 25 team points here for Port Edwards, as they will fall to 5-17 overall in the season. Finish 3-9 in conference. They will be back in action as regionals start. They'll be over at Cochrane Fountain City Tuesday night, a 7 o'clock matchup there as Port will go over there. Pacelli Cardinals, on the other hand, they will finish 500, exact 500 on the season, 12-12. Perfect 12-0 in conference, as Coach John Shirk mentioned here. Leading the way here for the Cardinals, you get 14 points here tonight for Jake Williams. You get 7 in the game tonight for Crew Rebholes. 4 points tonight for Sully Schober. 5 points for Bryce Flaker. You get 3 points tonight for Max Nelson. 2 points apiece for Jaden Garski, Nolan Reimer, and Avon Bempenek. The 39 team points. Pacelli, they'll be home Tuesday night in that regional tip-off game Tuesday night. They'll host the Eagles of Almond Bancroft. Pacelli, again, the 4 seed, hosting the number 13 Almond Bancroft Eagles. Angelica doing our production, doing a great job keeping me in line. That is a tough task, I must say. And Brandon Baroncott here on the call again here. A final here in Port Edwards, 39-25. From everybody here at Zaleski Sports, have yourselves a very good rest of your Thursday night, everyone.